What's going on, people? Listen, it's Villa in Noir. I just thought I'd do a live match reaction today. You know, none of the what's it called again? The what's it called? The editing and all that kind of stuff. Because listen, I just watched Aston Villa prove themselves, prove to the whole Premier League world, all the critics, that we're really about this, man. That we're really about this. We're really about this, and um I want you to think about that first half. You know, I just did a watch along, and I didn't manage to stream the first half because I had some technical difficulties. And when I came back online, I thought, yeah, I'm glad I didn't stream that first half because it was trash. We were being overloaded in midfield. We were somewhat being outplayed, outmatched. You know, we couldn't get any relief. We couldn't get out of our own way. Every ball from defence wasn't reaching the midfield. There was nothing reaching the forwards. Marlon couldn't hold onto the ball. Morgan Rogers couldn't hold onto the ball. And I think when I was watching, I was like, it's clear that Unai low-key made a mistake here where, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I keep saying, I don't think Emi Buendia is a starter for us. I don't think Daniel Marlon is a starter for us. I think they're great off the bench. I think they're able to bring energy in and change games. But today we saw why certain players start. We saw why Amadou Onana is a key player for us, and he showed everything again today when he came off on the bench. Came off from the bench. I was just an enforcer in the midfield. Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo, who were running the game before this year, had no sniff in the second half. He came in and showed himself as our enforcer, breaking up everything. You know, it felt like he gave a boost to Kamara. I think moving Tielemans further forward. Again, we see the best from him, and we saw Morgan Rogers playing out on the left where I think is his best. You know, his ability to drift inside is brilliant, but he's more impactful from the left. We saw the fluidity of the team just change with Watkins making them runs. Jadon Sancho had a really good game on the right-hand side as well. Obviously had something to prove against Chelsea. But we saw Aston Villa do something now that no one would have thought about. The last 4 away games, I believe, we've come from behind. Literally, we've come from behind and we've won. And, you know, people say it's a fluke, it's this and that. But we did it against Chelsea today. You did it against one of the top 5 teams in the country, one of the top 6, as they want to call them. Away at Stamford Bridge, gone down, been overplayed, overmatched in the first half. And we came out in the second half, made changes that were necessary, and bossed the game. Unai showed himself as a top-class manager today. Absolutely top-class manager, and I think that it's fair to say that he's showing that he's one of the best. You know, to be able to make changes that impact the game, not just, you know, system changes always going to do like for like, but this person needs to come on because this person's going to do this and this person's going to do that. He showed himself today, and I just think, wow, you know, I said it before, I said it at the start of December. I think Villa can go 6 for 6 in December. And if we go 6 for 6 in December, we'll be very comfortably in that top 4 conversation, maybe looking at the top 1 or 2. It's all to play for now. Tuesday against Arsenal at Emirates. They're going to know that we're not to be played with. They're going to see us now, just gone to Chelsea, go a goal down, and be able to come back with the players that we have. The only thing that we're now going to have to consider about Tuesday is we don't have Boubacar Kamara. We don't have Matty Cash. But I do think we have the players that can fit around our system to negate what we missed there. Maybe John McGinn goes into that double pivot to keep Youri Tielemans further forward, which I think would be beneficial. Man, yo, this is great, man. Like, 5 for 5 in December. We're sitting on how many points now? Let me see how many points we're on. I think like 39 points in the Premier League now. Yo, this is how this is the stuff of dreams, man. This is the stuff of dreams. Like 39 points, seven points ahead of Liverpool, who are in fourth place. Yo, Aston Villa are doing a madness. I'm just gassed. I'm just gassed. I'm really, really gassed. Just to see us come back in the way that we did, to see us come back and fight the way that we did, it shows that we're really about this. It shows that we're really here not to play. And this is me saying this with so much things to improve on. Some of our decision making going backwards is not best. It's not the best, but I did see a complete difference in how we were moving once those 3 changes were made. We were a lot more fluid through the middle. We were a lot more fluid in how we just fizzed the ball around. We saw, even Konsa just playing some pinging balls over to the top. We saw more overlapping runs. And, that's what happens, when people play together more and more and more. They just develop a better chemistry. So hopefully we go in against Arsenal. Maybe Unai was thinking about the Arsenal game, thinking about saving some legs, this, that and the other. But just didn't get off in the first half. But we won. Aston Villa beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Coming back from a goal down. 5 games out of 5 in December. 11 wins on the trot. All comps. Was it 16 wins out of 18 games? The last 18 games. Yo. What are you telling me? Aston Villa. Hey! Yo. Listen, guys, make sure you check out my stream from the game. It was just the second half. I'm really sorry. Technical difficulties. Make sure you check out my player rankings, which I am going to do and release today. Go and follow me on TikTok. There's elements on there that I don't share on my YouTube, but I share on my TikTok. So it's just Villa in Noir, Noir Villan, Noir Villan, Villan. Different spelling, but yeah, Noir Villan on TikTok. Find me on there and come and see the extra content that I do out there. But listen, Villains, yo, what a time to be a Villa fan right now. What a time to be a Villa fan. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on the game. We'll hopefully do a debrief tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Definitely not tomorrow. Tomorrow's not a good day. But Monday, before, and then look forward to the Tuesday game against Arsenal. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. This has been Villa and Noir. This is Aston Villa. Killing. Absolutely killing. Always up the Villa.